Hey, Doug here with Hope 360. Hey, I'm excited to announce that I'm coming out with my very first book. It's called Crafting Your Christian Testimony, and it's a journal and a guide to help you basically write down your Christian testimony. So, in the Bible, it says we need to share our testimony, we need to share our faith with people. So, this is a way to kind of wake up the church to for people to figure out, discover what their testimony is. Some people know what it is, but other people are like, well, I don't really have a testimony. All of us, if we're followers of Jesus, has a testimony. So basically what the book does is it takes you through different chapters. First of all, it says, what is a Christian? And then the next section is, what is a testimony? And then from there, it walks you through with prompts, and there's journal pages in here to write in here as well. It walks you through with prompts on writing a prayer about just, hey, I'm praying about my testimony. God, what do you want me to discover and write down in this journal? And then the next step is to just make a list of all the things that God did in your life once you were in a relationship with Him as a Christian. And then the next step from there is creating a small outline. And then from there, more detailed outline. And then from there, writing out your 30-second testimonial, kind of like an elevator pitch. And then also your 3-minute testimonial for longer conversations. So what I did in the book is it's meant for individual read, and it's also meant for small groups in your church. So if your church has small groups, you could use this as a resource in your small groups. And what I did was I put leader prompts in the beginning of each chapter. You can see there, and it's a box that's in gray. And it just basically is suggestions for the leader that's leading the small group. So it might say, for example, this is the first chapter, the first week that you would meet. Open in prayer, get to know each other, and then read the chapter out loud and discuss it. In other chapters, it might say, give 15 minutes for people to write, step one of whatever's in that chapter, and then ask people if they want to share a little bit about the things they wrote down for their testimony. So I'm really excited about this. It's going to come out soon. I'll keep you posted on it, but I'm going to do some future videos on it and break down each chapter and what is a testimony and how to, get your testimony written down. Because I believe if you go through this exercise and you write down your testimony, I believe it will spark something in you as you pray about who to share it with. There's also a section, one of the last chapters in here, is how to share it and who to share it with. And there's some just practical steps in there on how to do that. So, like I said, I think once you go through this, I think God's probably going to do some work in you and prompt you, and it's going to be on the tip of your mind, so to speak, to where you'll be able to have those conversations with friends, family, coworkers, or whoever, and give you some practical, like I said, practical steps and tips on just how to naturally flow into the conversation of your faith. All right, thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you soon.